Okay, we're going to talk about your vertigo exercises. And when this is benign positional vertigo, these exercises do a really good job. A lot of times people have heard about these crystals inside of the inner ear. I'm going to explain this here now. So this is what your inner ear looks like. These are called our semicircular canals, and we've got 3 of them. And these canals have fluid that moves through here, and they're supposed to move through the fluid is supposed to move through very seamlessly. What can happen is we can start to get crystals that build up in any one of these canals, and when those crystals start to build up, it affects the way that that fluid will move through. And then as we move our head through different positions, that fluid won't move through the way that it's supposed to, and the brain is going to start to get confused with those particular movements, and that's when we'll bring on this vertigo. Is from that brain confusion that can happen. So these exercises that I'm going to demonstrate next will create a back pressure on each one of the different parts of the canals here. It's going to work on moving those crystals out of the inner ear so that the body can work on metabolizing those crystals. When this is the issue, doing these exercises 3 times per day on each side can be very effective here. So the very first one that we're going to show you, there's 2 different sides. You're going to do the right side first, and then we're going to go over to the left side. As we're doing the right side, we're going to be sitting either on the edge of the bed, typically is a good spot to do this. If you have real severe vertigo, it can be helpful to have someone with you to help you get through these different movements. As we're going through these different exercises, be sure that we're keeping our eyes open. When we have vertigo, it's a lot of times easy to close our eyes, but keeping our eyes open is really important for our brain to orient where we're at and for what's going on then as well. So try to keep your eyes open as much as possible. If you are going to be nauseous, make sure that you have a trash can next to you then as well. The first step here is where we turn our head right to about 45 degrees and hold it for about 30 seconds. Even if you don't have a whole lot of dizziness or vertigo, holding each of these positions for 30 seconds can be helpful to let that fluid move and then settle down where it's at a particular point. I'm going to move through these probably a little quicker than 30 seconds a piece just for time's sake. The next thing that we'll do is keeping your head turned to the right at 45 degrees. You're going to lie back quickly. Your head should be going back down below parallel. So having something either under the shoulders or have your head just slightly off the edge of the bed can be helpful. So keeping your head turned to the right, you're going to lie back quickly. A lot of times this can bring on more dizziness. Try to find a spot on the wall if you do have a lot of vertigo going on at this point. That can help your brain to orient where you're at in space. Next, what you'll do is you're going to turn your head to the left after 30 seconds. And you're going to be holding there for 30 seconds, keeping your eyes on the spot on the wall. Then next, what we'll do is I'm going to be turning to the left. You're going to keep your head about the same position that it is now, and you're going to be looking down at the corner of the floor. A lot of times you're going to be looking at a baseboard here. Holding for 30 seconds. Next, what you'll do is you'll get your legs off of the side of the other side of the bed probably. Coming up, you're going to keep your head at the same position, looking down and to the left. Holding that for 30 seconds. And then looking straight ahead and holding that for 30 seconds then as well. Okay? Now, if I'm demonstrating this going the other direction, this is going to be our left view. So you're going to start by turning your head to the left for 30 seconds, holding that, and then you'll lie back quickly here. Having the head just below parallel is ideal. Keep your head over to the left, find a point in the wall to look at. Turning to the right, about 45 degrees here. Holding for 30 seconds. You're going to turn over onto your side, keeping your head at the same position. Now you're going to be looking down at the corner of the floor and the baseboard a lot of times. Hold for 30 seconds. Get your legs off of the side of the bed. Push up. You're still going to be looking down and to the right at this point. Hold for 30 seconds. And then look straight ahead for 30 seconds. Each time that you do this, you should notice a little change happening every time. And then a little bit of change can make a lot of progress after we've done it 3 times per day for several days in a row.